Hello, and welcome to our weekly energy report. It is Monday, the 8th of February, and yes, I am actually recording this Monday morning. Now, the reason why I haven't done this via Facebook Live is because the quality of the recording isn't fantastic, and I haven't worked out how to stream yet. So, if anyone wants to show me how to stream from Zoom into a Facebook group, that would be fantastic because I have no idea. So until I can work that out, this is how I'm going to have to be doing it, which I really want this to be a little bit more live, even if I do it at 6 o'clock in the morning, that sort of stuff. But of course, it's 8:30 in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but I've had my first coffee and I'm about to start my second. But before we do, I want to really jump into the weekly energy report. So first of all, this is for the week from the 8th of February to the 14th of February, ending on Valentine's Day, which is actually really quite fitting with the feel with the feel of the week and with the cards that are coming through. And you might not see it at first, but I'm hoping that I can actually share that with you. So first of all, the feel of the week is a little bit of a mix up, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is the first time I'm really starting to channel energy while on medication. So it's going to be interesting how much comes through today, how clear and how focused it is. But so far, so good. But I would love your feedback, and I'll get into the other stuff later. So, like I said, this is the weekly energy report. This is our 7th video. Oh my God, 7th video, and it's starting on the 8th of February. Now, the feel for the week, it feels like we're on the blocks. Okay, we're on the blocks. We've been coming up to this, feeling like we've been in a gestation stage. We're waiting. We're creating something new, but we're still in a gestation stage, whether we can't take action yet or we're waiting before we take action. Now we're on the blocks, we're ready to take off, we're ready to go. But you might be feeling a little bit nervous because of this, okay? So you might be feeling a little bit not anxious, but just nervous. You know, when you're sort of standing at the blocks when you're a kid and you're about to go for your race and you're standing at the blocks and you're just like, okay, I've just got to wait, got to wait. And as soon as that gun goes, then I'll go. And you sort of get yourself into a bit of a hype. Okay, so that's the feeling for this week. But we've got a few little precautions here as well. So first of all, we're actually going to say here that whatever preparation you have done prior to this time is what's going to influence the outcome. So if you've done a lot of self preparation and you've done a lot of preparation, laid groundworks, you've set your foundations, and you know your stuff. Okay, so if you've done the work, whatever work it might be, if you've done the work, then you can just ease up a little. Okay, well, sorry, not ease up on the anxiety, ease up on the nervousness. Okay, because your prior preparation will really influence the outcome. Okay, and if you haven't done the preparation, okay, if you're a person like me who's like, yeah, I know my stuff, and then all of a sudden it's time to go and you're like, oh shit, then you need to pull your head out. Okay, so dig deep. Okay, so if you haven't done the preparation, dig deep, because you can still pull it out by the seat of your pants, all right? But you have to dig deep. You have to really, really be intense about what you do. Don't drop the ball, get it in. You may or you may not get the same results, but this is a fantastic lesson for you on whether or not for the next time you will actually start listening to your intuition. You will start listening to what the universe is trying to say, and you do the preparation next time. But it's not all bad, okay? Everything is decisions, choices, free will. Okay, if this opportunity isn't for you, then for whatever reason, whether it's because you haven't done the preparation or whether you're scared of or you just don't want it or you don't have the time, whatever it might be, truly look into yourself, make sure this is exactly what you want or you don't want, and then move forward, because more opportunities will be coming. Okay, which brings us to the next feel. And yes, this is all the stuff coming through. Opportunities are presented to us. Okay, it's like anything. We might go, yeah, do you know what? I really want to receive $1,000. I really want to manifest $1,000. Well, you might be given opportunities to make that $1,000 and you don't take it. And then you'll be sitting going, well, I never manifested it. Well, you were given the opportunity, but you never took it. Okay. So opportunities present to you. Yeah, opportunities present so that you can manifest what it is that you have in your heart. Ooh, I like that. Because that's exactly what it is, isn't it? Opportunities present so that you can manifest what is already in your heart, or what is already in your field, in your energy field that you've been putting out that you want. Okay. So opportunities are coming through for you. It's up to you if you take them. Okay. Fantastic. So those are the feels. That was the downloaded. As you can see, I sort of do this little shorthand right beforehand, and just so that I can get started, and then everything else can flow from there. It's like turning the tap on, So it's really a matter of connecting within, making sure that you've done the preparation, not getting overly worked up, understanding this is an opportunity, but it's just an opportunity. You're going to have other opportunities come as well. They may be better than this one. They may not be as good as this one. It doesn't matter. It's just all opportunity available to you. And you need to connect in so that you can make the decision on whether or not that's the opportunity for you. Okay. So those are our feels for the day. Seems to be flying fine. Okay, so we're going to move on to our cards for the week. And the cards for the week, of course, is coming from the secret language of light. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Secret language of light. The glare is pretty terrible. And this is from Denise Jarvie. This is our monthly card. So every week this month we'll be using a card from this deck. Okay, and next month it will be a different deck. So let's get into it. I've already drawn the 3 cards, and what was really interesting is that one came very easily, and then the cards were just jumping, like they would jump coming out, and they were got that song in my head. They were coming out, and they really wanted to remind everybody, that the universe is doing everything it can to help you on your pathway. It's just up to you on whether or not you're going to see the signs. You're going to take notice of what's going on. You're going to listen to your intuition. The universe is working with you every minute of every day. It's just up to you to connect in. Okay. So they were really pushing this. So coming up to the 14th of February, everyone knows it's Valentine's Day. It can either be a really wonderful day or it can be a horrible day, depending on what it is. And I've just realized, I can't believe I didn't notice before, this week brings my anniversary of freedom. Okay, so the 12th of February is something that I actually celebrate as my Freedom Day. And my Freedom Day is all about when I made the choice that I was worth more and that my kids were worth more. And it doesn't mean that I wasn't scared, doesn't mean that I wasn't petrified, but it does mean, and I'm actually going to share this with you. I don't share this sort of stuff very often in the group. On the 12th of February was the day that I asked my higher self to step in and say the words that needed to be said so that I could leave my marriage safely, so that I could end it and leave safely. To this day, I do not know what I said, because I gave it over to my highest self, because I was just in such a ball of terror and fear, and I was just this shaking mess of a person, and I just handed it over because I just knew that I couldn't do it myself. So I asked for help from my highest self. I asked for my higher self to step in and say the words that needed to be said, and it did. And from that day I was physically free, which was just a revelation. So the week leading up to the 14th of February, the 14th of February being Valentine's Day, can be a scary thing. It can be an anxious waiting. It can be a joyous thing. It can be all sorts of different things, right? And it's okay. It's okay for all those emotions to come up. I've just gone dry because it's like, oh my God, I need to process this. Um, all of these things come up, and it's okay. Emotions are so valid and important to your growth cycle. You have to take notice of them. You have to deal with them, and you have to be true to yourself when you come to actually working with your emotions. And that brings us to our first card. I'm going to just get a drink of water, guys. I'm sorry. So that brings us to our first card. And our first card is authentic truth, which I just think is fantastic. Okay. So when we are authentic, when we are sitting in our truth, then it's just a bliss state. But often we don't know what our truth really is, because sometimes we don't actually know who we are. Okay, we have to go through all of our belief systems, our value systems, our childhood programming. Like we have family programming, social programming, peer programming, professional programming. We have all these programs, and a lot of the time we believe we know who we are, but we've never actually delved deep enough to figure out who we are without all the programming. What is still true with us? What is true for us, instead of what is true for us to fit in? Okay, so understanding your authentic truth is so important. It's part of your self-care, it's part of your self-love, and this is something that you really need to do. The second card, okay, so hang on, we've still got some more. So you're going to have some questions coming up this week. So you may have some questions coming up this week, and it's going to be about you. Who are you? What do you really want? Is this, whatever it is this what you really want? Is this the experience that you want to live? Is this the life you want to live? So all those questions through last year, Corona, where we've just gone, what is important? And that was all about what is important for survival. Now this is about what is important for growth and flourishing. Okay, so this is so important. Authentic truth. Find your authentic truth. Okay, and one of the other things about this is that you can feel what resonates with your authentic truth. So when somebody might talk to you and they're like, yeah, I want to do this project with you, and and it just feels a little bit off, or you just want to push it to one side, or whatever it might be because it's not resonating with your authentic truth. Doesn't mean that it's bad. Okay, it just means that it's not resonating. It's not on the vibration where you are. Whether you're not at their level or they're not at your level doesn't matter, because we're all equal. It just means that that frequency is just not quite hitting. Okay, all right. Yep. Our second card for this week is all about grounding. Okay, so this is going to be pretty important, especially if you're going to be asking these really big questions of what is my authenticity, and who really am I? What do I really want to experience? You're going to be really pushing yourself Okay, you're going to be pushing yourself out there. You're going to be feeling that you're expanding, which is really cool. You're expanding your thought process. You're expanding your question basis as well, which can be a little bit scary. You're also going to be sitting in this space of a little bit maybe of anxiety because you're ready to start. You're on the blocks and you're ready to go. Okay. Changes in your life might be happening or about to happen, and you can sort of feel it. You're getting that twinge with it. Breathe. Breathe. Just ground into yourself. Okay. Breathe and ground into yourself. What I might do is, and I'm not promising anything because I know what I'm like with my time. What I might do though is I might actually record a new breathing exercise for you guys, just so that you can take that 5 minutes out just to come back to space. Okay. And I'll try to make it under 5 minutes so that you can download it and listen to it wherever you might be. Okay. But if we can make this so that you can actually find time during your day, if the boss is giving you a hard time, or if you're having an emotionally fragile day, or whatever it might be, you might be able to take yourself off to the ladies and just spend 2 minutes and reground yourself. So I'll try and do that this week. But like I said, the second card is about grounding. Now, we're not just grounding into ourselves, but we're grounding into our beingness. We're grounding into our environment. We're grounding into the now moment. Okay, so it's not just in the body. A lot of the time, spiritual teachers or modality teachers actually talk about grounding into, and you have to ground back into your body. It's not about that at all. And it's taken me a really long time to realize that, because I used to always push against that idea, like grounding into your body. I'm an energetic being. Yes, I'm a physical being, but I'm an energetic being. And my life works better when I'm not grounded, right? So it took me a little while to understand that there is a different understanding of grounding. You need to be grounded into your energy, but into the now moment. Okay. So it's definitely an energetic practice, but it needs to be in the now moment. And so that's what it's all about. So that's why it's so important to actually get this meditation out to you guys, and I will do. And it's not even a meditation, it's a visualization. Okay. So when you're grounding into yourself, into the now moment, it's about heightening your energetic vibration. Okay, I know what it's about, heightening your energetic vibration, but it's about heightening your energetic vibration so that you are aware and conscious of everything in the now moment. Okay, so that you are conscious of yourself, so that you are aware of your reactions, so that you are then able to discern what is working for you, what isn't working for you, and not making decisions that may be in against your authentic truth in the moment. Okay, oops, I dropped it. Okay, I'm just going to pick up this card. Okay, got the card. Lastly, our third card. Now this really popped. Okay, and this was actually down flat like this, so that's all I saw, whereas the other two were really like jumping out. This one jumped out, but it was down. So this is actually something that you need to do for yourself when you can, in a quiet space. Okay, it's also a reminder of what meditation is, but what the vision I'm getting at the moment is actually being in a room by yourself and taking time out. So I'm just gonna, just give me a second, because I'm getting two different bits of information coming through. One is visual and one is like talkies. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the visual first. The visual is about actually being separated. No, it is being separated, but it's also about being in your own space. Okay, cool. So it's about being in your own space. So having that little bit of time, having that time out physically. okay, not just emotionally or energetically or anything else like that, which is what we're used to. It's about having your own little personal space so that you can actually stop the stimuli, stop all the going ons. Okay, I get it now. Cool. So what they're showing me is a white room, okay, and you're just staring at the wall. But it's not like it's a cubicle or anything else like that. It's just that there's this room, this white room, and there's two walls and you're facing the wall. And it's actually like you've got your back to everything else that's going on at the moment. So it's really about removing yourself from all the stimuli. So the emotional stimuli, the physical stimuli, work pressures, family pressures, everything. You need to find a space where you can remove all the stimuli in your life for like 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Okay. And what that will do is that will just allow you to reset. Okay, so if you can find that 5 minutes and then just come back to center, just allow yourself to breathe, to do the visualization that I'm going to have to now give to you. You will actually find that you'll be able to reset, and finding your authentic truth will be a little bit easier. Understanding where the opportunities or making decisions on opportunities will become a little bit easier. Not in that space. We don't want you to do it in that space, but we want you to do it after that space. So it's really about clearing your mind. So you know how when okay, cool. So you know if you're having I want to talk about the bathroom sink. So or the kitchen sink. So if you've got the plug in, right, and this is your day. So you've got a clean sink of water, and your day, you've been working, you've been dealing with family, whatever it might be. It could just be the little thoughts like, I hope so-and-so is okay in this time of day. I hope they're all right. This appointment is supposed to be coming up, but I haven't heard anything about it. Like all those little thoughts that keep coming. And if you can imagine that that's just yet another dish that goes through the water. Okay. And then you've got work, and there's a whole heap of more dishes through the water. You've got friends at work, more dishes through the water. And by the end of the day or the end of the wash cycle, you've got a really dirty sink full of, like, you've got a sink full of dirty water, right? It's still water. You're still you, but now you've picked up all the stuff from the day. Yeah. So you want to empty it out. So you empty it out so that you can start again the next time that you have to do the dishes, right? It's exactly the same thing. Taking that time without all the stimuli will actually help clear all that dirty water. Okay, so that's what they're sort of showing me. That's what they're telling me. So that meditation time will allow to just clear out all that stuff. Even if you can do this for 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, this will be a major boost to your energy resources, your emotional resources, but also a massive boost to the connection of you to your divine self and you to the universe that surrounds you. Okay, so that's a really big thing. Oh, the other picture is nature. Okay, it's about meditating. Okay, so it's also about, so you have, that's one thing, and the other side of it is that meditation isn't always a visualization or a guided meditation or or anything else like that. Meditation really comes down to when you come back to center and you allow everything else to flow away so that you are just you without all the rest of it. And nature is a really good way. So when we walk through nature, especially if we can do barefoot on the ground, we're actually really connecting to what is around us, and we're just soaking in what is happening, because we're just experiencing it as a visitor or someone, as a watcher. We're not experiencing it as a participant, because we're not the bird going through the trees, we're not the tree, we're not all these sorts of things. For you guys who understand oneness and universe, you understand that that is actually that we are one with all of those things. But in the human being experience, we are separate. That's okay, because then we get to watch and we get to see all of that, and we can allow that nature just to wash over us and to bring us that peace that we so often see in nature. So there are different ways of meditation, but it's just a reminder that you need to clean the sink. Okay, you need to empty the sink. You need to actually take that time out and let it all go. And I will put a visualization up there sometime today so that you guys can download that. Okay, so that is our weekly energy report. We're going to change things up a little bit. I'm not going to talk about events or anything else like that on the weekly energy. What I would ask you guys to do is that on Sundays, every Sunday, you can advertise your business, advertise what's going on for the week only, and only one post. Okay, one post, you post it on a Sunday, we're good to go. Now that's it for today. Oh my God, it's all done. I do actually want to share a few other things, but I'll do that in a separate post so that you guys can always watch the energy report, and it's just the energy report. Okay. Obviously there's a lot more going on out there. You've got the galactic stuff, we've got the cosmic stuff, we've got the astrological stuff, but we're going to keep it nice and simple. If it does come up, then we can talk about it. But for right now, we're going to keep it nice and simple so that you can get through your day, you can get through your week. And if you've got any questions, then make sure that you ask them prior to Monday, and I'll make sure I'll try to answer them if it's applicable to the energy report. So for now, have a fantastic day, enjoy, and I will do a live later on today, probably about 10 o'clock. Okay, that's it. Have a fantastic day. Ciao.